Hello all and welcome to another update in the Retrokit 2023 60 challenge, in which I'm trying to get 100,000 Gamerscore in just Xbox 360 games alone during the year of 2023. Now, in the last update I didn't really do any stats before I started talking about games, but I've pulled my finger out of my rear end and actually typed some out and got some stats ready of how I'm doing so far. And unfortunately I'm not doing so great in regards to keeping up with the total, but I am ploughing through the other sort of target of getting one achievement out of many different Xbox 360 games as I own as possible, sort of well underway. We have now done 298 different games. I've never unlocked an achievement in before, so we are nearly at 300, a couple of games time obviously. And as for totals, now January I only got 2015 Xbox 360 Gamerscore, February I only got 3,789, and March, which has just ended, which we're going to talk about now, I only got 3,830. So that's a grand total so far of 9,634. Now the one per game is slowing me down. I can't really target a game and just crack on with it, so I'm quietly confident that I can pull this back, because obviously we're now a quarter of a way through the year, 3 months gone, and that would mean I should be at around about 25,000 Gamerscore, so I am well off. But I'm not panicking. I've got plenty of time left. Hopefully I can get all of the games that aren't Connect done in this time period, which is still a hell of a lot, so I might not, but I'm hoping I can, and then I can crack through the Connect games, get one in each of those, and then certainly, if not at the end of next month, then halfway through the month after that, so where are we, halfway through halfway through May, hopefully I can literally start sinking into games and really attacking the Gamerscore total for the year. There's plenty of the year left, so I'm not panicking just yet, but we are a little bit behind in where we need to be. In fact, we're a lot behind, but as I say, I have a plan, I have a tactic, and I'm pretty much going to attack that once we've done the one achievement from every game possible that I own. But anyway, let's crack on with the games, because I've got about 85 different games to talk about, and at least one achievement in each of them. As you'll see with Handball 16 above Halo Wars there, in some cases I've spent a little bit of time with the game and got a little bit out of it, and because the daily total that I need to require is getting too high. I haven't done the maths there, but that's at least above 315 a day now, which is far too high. But as I say, we'll work on that mid-May once we get it down. But anyway, let's talk through achievements, and we start the month with one out of Halo Wars, which is a strategy game I really didn't enjoy. I spent far too long on this. Probably should have done the tutorial and made my life a hell of a lot easier, but I didn't. I tried to get it in the main to a different mode and read the true achievement guide on how to get this one specific achievement here. I must admit I can't remember a lot about it. I'm not a fan of strategy games, so this one was a bit of a chore for me, and unfortunately I spent nearly 3 hours on this when it should have been not even an hour. But not good at strategy games, and a bit of advice for myself: actually play the tutorial, it might help you. And unfortunately there are no tutorial related achievements in this game, which would have been nice. But anyway, another game I know nothing about is Handball itself. I've never played Handball, I don't know the rules of Handball, but I was able to get 460G out of this, which was a nice wedge. So Starter Crew was the last one I got. The first one I got was Play Your First Match. Now I think I pretty much did all of these with 2 controllers. I picked the best team and I went up against the weakest team, so even the AI control players weren't that good in the world of Handball, but I don't know nothing about Handball. So play my first match, commit a foul by pushing an opponent. It's a simple thing to do once you know what button to press. Oh, intercept ball for the first time. Like, obviously I set that up for myself to happen. Draw a match, so I made sure the first one ended in a draw. In fact, I think I might have done the first one 100% against the AI, so I take that back, and I managed to get a draw on the very lowest difficulty setting. It was after that first match, which I drew something like 4-all, I decided then to go against another controller which I was using. So I complete 50 passes in a match. That was definitely with another controller. Once I possessed the ball, I just kept chucking it between 2 players. Score a 7-metre throw for the first time, so score a goal from a distance out. Once I got the hang of the scoring a goal mechanic and what to do, like jumping up, throwing it down towards the floor in the opposite corner really hard, I was able to get that done. So once I was playing a second controller, it was winning a match for the first time, then became very easy. Lead a match from start to finish, obviously unlocked at the same time as that one. Don't commit an offence foul during a team match, so that was able to happen pretty easily. Scoring 5 goals in a row, obviously I wasn't having anyone score against me, so that, and a second controller made that super easy. Made sure I scored at least 10 goals as well. Again, possession's always going to come back to me straight away. Regained the lead in the second half, so I had to play another game and purposely be losing, so score a goal with my second controller and then start playing a game with my main controller and my main profile and turn the score around. And then I just started a career without actually going into the career as well to knock out this little one super easy 30G achievement there. So we spent a bit of time with it. We spent the night with it in a few hours, and I can't believe I've just done that, and got 460G out of that. So that was a nice decent chunk. So now we're going to have to scroll all the way down and find it again. I could edit this out, but I'm not going to. So, right, there's a little bit of a head start on seeing what games I played. So, there we go. Right, above that is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. I believe I spent about 15-20 minutes with this, just playing the first level and arriving at the Burrow with Hagrid for that achievement. And I think the pretty much the same happened with this one as well. I can't remember what OOTP stands for off the top of my head, but yeah, arriving at Hogwarts, I think it's pretty much playing the tutorial level. One of these games started off with a flying sequence. I think it might have been this one actually. It might have been this one. But yeah, that was super easy. That took no time at all. I think that one was actually quicker than the Deathly Hallows Part 1 one. Right, Heroes Over Europe. 2 achievements in this one. Complete the mission Phony War. I think that's the tutorial level at the start. Obviously, it's the beginning of the month and I'm doing this all fresh from memory without looking things up. And during that mission, or during that tutorial mission, you still have to kill an enemy. So yeah, there's 2 for 1 there in that game. High School Musical 3 Senior Year Dance. 5 achievements for 30G. I do believe I create 2 characters on this, 1 female, 1 male, for a couple of easy 5Gs. Completed the tutorial, and this is a dance game which you can use a dance map for. I don't have a dance map, you can still use a controller. So either I did this in the tutorial or I played one song and got 50 in a row and 100 in a row without missing a note. It would have been on a very easy difficulty setting, no doubt. Great Battles Medieval. Oh, and that's a History Channel one as well. These are both History Channel ones. So I believe these were both tutorial-based achievements that I got. So yeah, recruit my first troop. Again, I didn't read a guide, or I didn't use a tutorial, I think, in this one, and somehow got that. Whereas in the other one, I do believe that is a tutorial based achievement, so I was able to follow instructions with that one, a complete tutorial for 1 achievement out of that. They ain't going to be games I'm returning to anytime soon, as I've mentioned multiple times. Not a fan of strategy games. So we got our achievement and we moved on. Right, Hitman Blood Money. What was this one? Death of a Showman, completed on any difficulty. So first level of this game. Took a little while, I think. Can't remember exactly how long, but yeah, just play through the first mission of that. Actually was really enjoying that, so that might be one that I might be keen to go back to sooner rather than later. And then we got the Hitman HD pack. Can't remember which game I chose to play, but it was actually quite a few minutes in before I was able to successfully kill someone. So yeah, I think I had to do a tutorial bit in this sort of castle thing without actually having any enemies, but once I got to the first sort of playable level with enemies in it, successful kill has been performed. So I just killed someone and I made sure it was a headshot. Got a little bit of a 2-for-1 deal going on there. Right above that is Hour of Victory. Oh, this was another one where I went for killing a total amount of enemies. 10 is what I targeted, but when I saw there was an achievement for killing 20 enemies with headshots, obviously I tried to do as many headshots as I can on my way to 10, and then kept trying to do headshots until I got that one as well. Didn't even finish the first level and knocked out those 2 achievements out of Hour of Victory. How to Train Your Dragon 2, that is, once I got into the free roaming world bit, fly as each dragon, you can pause and change your dragon, just sort of make sure you fly for 10 seconds, easy 5G achievement for that one. I think there's half a dozen of them to get through. Hunted Demon's Forge, I remember this one. Create your own Crucible level, literally put one thing down, save it, job done, nice, easy, quick. The disc was in the machine for no longer than a couple of minutes, and a lot of that was loading time. Hunter's Trophy 2, a hunting game. I can't unlock the shooting range, get the hunting permit. I think that happens basically with the tutorial level at the beginning. I am struggling to remember that one, but it didn't take too long at all. No more than, I want to say, 20 minutes. Another handball game. This one, do you know what, don't really know handball, and I don't know a good handball game when I play one. However, the first one I didn't mind playing. This felt bad. So I looked up on True Achievements what button to press for doing one fake move, and did that. Scored 1 goal, scored 3 goals in a match. I had it on the easiest difficulty naturally as well. Used what little info I'd managed to learn through playing the other handball game, and managed to get some of that done. But yeah, this one feels bad. Just feels really janky and buggy compared to the other handball game. But again, I'm not a handball expert, so take that as you will. Right, Il-2 Birds of Prey, Il-2 Sternberg, I think that's the full title there. Conduct a flight manoeuvre during the first mission of the tutorial. So, yep, that will happen in no time at all. Very quick one to get at that. Pretty much exactly what it says there was done. The Incredible Hulk, I cheated on this one a little bit, because the achievement I've got out of this one is At Last You Are Invincible. Now this is for, as you'll see in the little thumbnail there, it's he's head to head there with Iron Man. So I do have the first Iron Man game. You'll see the achievement I got in that in a minute. But what I did is quickly got the Iron Man game out, started it up, created a game save, because you get an achievement for playing Iron Man and then putting this game in, as long as you've got an Iron Man save on your Xbox 360. There is another way of getting this achievement, but that's what I use to get the achievement. So you don't have to own Iron Man to get it, but if you do and you've got a save on your Xbox, you can get that achievement there nice and easy. But I do want to play the game. Right, Infinite Undiscovery, I don't remember this. I think it's an RPG. Launched your first surprise attack. Probably happened by accident. 5G. I am struggling to remember this one, but can't be too difficult. It's only 5G as well, and I remember it not being in the console for long either. Again, it's like 15 minutes in, I think. No time at all that took. Inversion, this was a first person shooter, I do believe. Complete the final checkpoint and Vanguard down on normal or high difficulty. So yeah, played the first level on normal, and yep, got that achievement, no trouble at all there. International Cricket 2010, I think I did one of the tutorials. Yep. So there's fielding lessons, batting lessons and bowling lessons, I do believe. I looked at TA, and this one had the most people completed it / lowest ratio because of it, and I thought, yeah, we'll do that and we'll just get that knocked out. Not really a fan of cricket, so as you can imagine, playing cricket games isn't high on my agenda, but like I said, got to get achievement out of all the games. Quickly knocked out. I've done it again. Oh dear, that's staying in as well. So yeah, I thought, you know what, we'll just get one of the easiest achievements done out of that possible and just move on. So where are we? Where was we? A lot of Lego games I played there as well. Oh, got to play Left 4 Dead 2 as well. So yeah, international cricket, where are you? There we go. We'll not nip up to Iron Man now, which we were talking about there. Destroy stockpiled Stark weapons in the escape mission. They're things you have to do in the first mission. They're very early on in the mission. It's literally shooting big boxes, and it'll even target them for you, and you need to do it to move on. So that's pretty much story related, I do believe. Above that is Iron Man 2. I remember I had to play quite a bit into this to get my first achievement. So while I was there, I thought, well, we might as well get a few more out of it. So yes, we recovered from the Roxanne EMP attack, unlock Mark VI, Mark 4 Iron Man armor, and we did that as well. Prevent Roxanne from stealing the Stark archives. Only one shield transport lost in the canyon run, and defeat a soldier of Iron Man's Unibeam, which is the one I wanted to go for. Oh, I know why I played this a bit longer now. It's all come back to me. Top right corner there, 7G. First achievement I unlocked, 3G. So we ended up playing through to a point in a level which was at the start of the second or maybe even third level, where you get the chance to defeat a regular soldier with Iron Man's Unibeam. So yeah, we got to even out that Gamerscore. I'm one of those people. Are you one of those people? Let me know in the comment section below. Does your Gamerscore have to end in a 5 or a 0? I always think more people do. Maybe I'm wrong, so let me know. Right above that is Iron Sky Invasion. I think this was, to complete the tutorial part of the game. So when it's a complete tutorial, everything, it tells you what to press and what to do, so it's not too difficult. Although I do believe this one was quite a lengthy tutorial and took a bit of time, maybe a good half hour or so, I think. Avatar, Cameron's Avatar this time, not the one where you mash B for 5 minutes to get the 1000G, one based on the movie. Complete your first Hell's Gate visit, not long into the level, that one at all. I think I ended up playing it for about 15-20 minutes. It took longer to watch a cutscene, I think, than it was to get the achievement. Right, Rugby Challenge above that. I think that's Jonah Lomu's Rugby Challenge. Right, do not concede more than 2 penalties in a single match, over 6 possession in a match, over 6% territory in a match, and create a save a custom player, which we did first. And then again, I thought, you know what, we'll just literally set this up with 2 controllers and sit through a game, and we'll do that. We'll just get those out of the way as well. So that's what I did there. So I ended up spending about half hour with the game because I wanted to do that as well. Right, jumper, you get a nice chunk out of this, super quick and easy. A bit of a strange game, this one. So as we'll see, you get perform a finisher move from the front, from the left side, from the back, drop zone kill, perform a finishing move from the right. So it's a strange game where you use the buttons to sort of attack from the side that you want by pressing Y, X, A or B. And if you finish an enemy, doesn't matter how big or small or how basic they are, you get 50G achievement every time you do it. And a drop zone is where it sort of goes into this wildly manic cinematic sort of thing as well. Honestly, I don't think you need a guide to do this. You can just start playing the game and pick it up and you'll unlock all 5 of those in no problem. Perform a 5-hit combo. I kept trying for this and kept getting to 4 and failing, but eventually I got 5 done. Again, I think you're just going to get that by playing the game. It's going to happen without really trying at some point. And then slide tackle an enemy, which again I don't know how to do. I still don't know how to do. Didn't know how to do, should I say, first, and then don't know how to do. It just happens. It just happened as well. But true achievements will help you out with how to do that. But again, a lot of very basic combat in this game, and a lot of this is just going to happen. So this is one of those games where I do believe the 900G is easy. There's a horrible 100G achievement in it, or 2 in it. But I think 900G out of this is super easy. There's collectibles in the game, so you might need a guide to not miss those as you play along. Just Cause 2, got 2 out of this one. Complete the story, mission 1, and cause chaos for the first time. That's pretty much unavoidable. You're going to cause a lot of chaos in this game, and I would imagine this would be the most likely achievement unlocked by the people for the first time when they play it. And yeah, I decided to complete story mission 1 and get that achievement, and that happened along the way. Above that, we've got Kane and Lynch Dead Men. Escape from Death Row. I think that's basically finishing the first level. I think I had to spend a little bit of time with that. Kind of enjoyed this game. Didn't expect to, but yeah, did kind of enjoy this game. Well, it can't have been too bad because it got a sequel, Kane and Lynch 2. I remember spending a little bit of time on this because I thought there was a couple of achievements after the first one I was getting, which was basically finishing the first level, Welcome to Shanghai, on any difficulty. So I made sure I took my time and made sure I got 5 headshots in a row using the same clip, and then kill 6 enemies in a row with a shotgun, all of them as one-shot kills. So yeah, I was able to get that done as well. Found a shotgun on the floor, and again made sure I got proper up close and personal so that we didn't miss out on doing that. Kingdom Under Fire, I think that stands for Circle of Doom. Complete tutorial. Again, there's going to be a lot of complete tutorials in this. I like complete tutorial achievements when you just want to get one achievement from a game and move on, because it tells you everything to do. Nice contract. Got 5 out of this one for 75. I believe this was a little bit of a action adventure game, sort of hack and slash, defeat an enemy. So you could do that and then pretty much back up. I thought I'd play it for a bit longer. Experience your first revival, acquire a collection item, land a finisher, save Gretchen from an enemy attack. So I can't remember exactly what I did for some of these achievements, but I played the game for, again, around about half an hour or so, and managed to get a few more achievements along the way out of this one. LA Noire, I remember this. The game started up and I went round and found 5 different vehicles to drive, and I quickly moved on from that game. Not this bad game, it's just I was very much in a one achievement from every game mode at this point. The Last Remnant, you participate in over 100 battles, keep the good work up. Yeah, turn-based combat, not a fan of that as well. I must admit, I found this one stretch where you did 4 or 5 battles and I knew how to do them easy, and I just kept replaying the segment until I'd done that. Still took a long time, unfortunately. But we got an achievement out of it and we got it done. Right, Left 4 Dead 2, we did actually play this for a little bit. I finished the first level, I think. So, and along the way I killed a spitter before she was able to spit, and killed a jockey within 2 seconds of it jumping on a survivor. I played on my own. I played with 3 AIs alongside me and survived the Dead Sense campaign. So we did that campaign and got these 2 ones along the way, and there's a few more of these type achievements that I believe I can get just by playing all of the other sort of little campaigns, and of course you get an achievement for doing all the other campaigns, so I want to do that as well. I did enjoy the first Left 4 Dead. This looks just as fun, so we'll get back to that as well soon. Legendary. Now, I remember playing the first level of this achievement, and all of the achievements I got from this happened along the way. So we completed the episode, but as we completed the episode, this is all stuff you have to do. It's very tutorial heavy in teaching you how to play the game. So bypassing electric lock in episode 1, you have to do that. You cannot miss that. Again, extinguish the doorway fire using the water valve in episode 1, have to do that. Chopped your way out of the internet cafe with a fire axe in episode 1. Create a ramp with a soda machine using your pistol in episode 1. All of this stuff you kind of have to do to get out of the episode. So yeah, complete the first episode, 4 other achievements along the way. Nice little haul there. Legend of Spyro. This was a combo one I was able to get right at the very beginning of the game, and only just about to get it. So once you learn the combat in it and mash the lightest attack possible, you can actually get this right at the very beginning of the game, where you're in this little sort of raised circle platform and you're tethered to something and things attack you. That's what I seem to remember from this. I was able to get that done and leave it at that for now. But I do like Spyro, so that's a game I wouldn't mind playing soon. Legends of the Guardians. Like all of these, you have to do the tutorial, and none of these achievements will unlock during the tutorial. But you get an achievement for completing the tutorial missions. But all of this stuff that I've just learnt, like do a barrel roll in a mission, successfully counter-attack an enemy in a mission, form a chain attack on a single enemy in a mission, defeat an enemy in a mission. So we've got a lot, got 2 for 1 there. Reach maximum speed in the mission, so just go high up and then nosedive down. Unlock a new combat attack and complete all objectives in the mission successfully without dying. So I did the first mission after the tutorial, unlocked all of those along the way and didn't die while doing it. So got a nice little haul out of it and didn't spend too much time with it. So again, half hour, 45 minutes. Lego Batman 3. Some of the Lego ones were easy. They were all easy. Some were not as time consuming as others. So complete level 1, pursue the series. There we go. We finished level 1. Again, half hour seems to be a time I'm saying a lot here, but half an hour was spent on that one, I do believe. Lego Harry Potter. What do we do in that? Knock over 10 characters using a rideable object. Looked up the guide on true achievements for this, and there's quite an early spot where you're inside this building and you get on something to ride around, and then you can just ride around and knock over 10 characters that are wandering around in this sort of big sort of, I want to say sort of, it looks like a school diner. It probably wasn't a school diner, but it looked like that with big massive tables in the middle, and there was, as part of the mission you had to ride around on something. So before you do what you need to do, you just ride around into 10 characters and get that achievement. So that was the earliest opportunity I could get achievement out of that, and I did end up spending a little bit of time with that game, so I'll throw the magic half hour at this one. It was definitely minimum of half hour, might have edged towards the 45 minutes a bit more. This one I remember being quick, I do believe. Stand still with no controller input for 5 minutes. There we go. So I loaded the game up, literally just walked away, did the washing up or something, I can't remember. But yeah, as soon as I saw that achievement there, I was like, we'll do that, and knock that one out of the way and move on to Lego Indiana Jones 2. I've played the first game in the past and 1000G'd that. So destroy Indy 3 times with Mac. First level, you start, because you can switch between 2 characters you're playing with at the same time. You start with Indy, you start with Mac, switch over between the other one and start punching Indy until he breaks 3 times. Nice, quick and easy one out of that game too. Lego Marvel Avengers. I had to play this one for a bit. Achieve True Avenger in any level. It's basically when you smash up items and you get the studs out of it, you fill up this bar in the middle, you fill up the bar in the middle, you achieve True Avenger in that level. I did that in the level before I'd even finished it. So, but once I'd unlocked it, I'd spent a bit of time playing it, I wanted to move on, so that's what I did. Lego Star Wars 2, remind me please. Complete Secret Plans, the first level, episode 4, so had to finish the entire level for that one. Again, let's just throw that half an hour out there because it's probably true. Half hour, 45 minutes it took to finish the first level on that. Might have been quicker actually, but being safe by saying that time period. Any more Lego games? Yep, Star Wars 3, one in this as well. Complete again, first level that I decided to do. Remember, a lot going on in this one. You're in this massive arena with loads of people and you have to do certain things, and that one did take about half an hour, funnily enough. Half an hour this, half an hour that. Nearly half an hour a game. On average, perhaps. Right, above Lego Star Wars, Lego The Hobbit 2 out of this one for some reason. Complete the first level. Completed a couple of levels on this one. So that first level was quite short, I do believe, and then I decided to play the second level as well. Probably spent about an hour this one, to be honest with you, if I've done a couple levels. Half an hour level, there you go. It's always half an hour, isn't it? So Lego The Hobbit, cut achievements out of that. The Lego Movie, this one I didn't spend very long with, got this very early on, complete the prologue, the prophecy in it. That doesn't take long at all. That probably only takes around about 10 minutes, so we got that one done. Lego Lord of the Rings, complete the prologue on that one as well. During the prologue, jump. Oh right, yes, the prologue on this one, ironically, is, I would say, about 20 minutes to half an hour long. And right at the end, where you're on this sort of concrete bridge bit, once you go towards the end of it, it triggers a cutscene and you finish the prologue. But luckily enough for me, I went on TA and saw this achievement, and before you go too far to the end, you need to jump off the side of this bridge and into the lava. You instantly just respawn on the bridge, but you get this 5G achievement for doing it. So I was like, right, we'll do that as well, and then obviously we'll just walk to the end and finish the prologue. So nice little 30G and 2 achievements out of Lego Lord of the Rings. Leisure Suit Larry, I think we were so close to a second achievement we went for it. So yeah, finished the game's first mission, and there was a nice little spot where you could perform 3 consecutive wall jumps along the way to finishing that first level. So this is another one with the magic half an hour. It probably took me about 20 minutes, I think, but 20 minutes to half an hour to get these 2 achievements is a fair assessment of the time. But yeah, I looked at this achievement and I thought, you know what, that's what I'll go for. The TA said a good spot to do it, but I thought we might as well finish the first mission while we're doing that as well. Tour de France, I did 3 Tour de France games. 2 were fine, 1 was horrible. Right, complete tutorial. This is really good because you just go to the tutorial and it's pages to read, so you just mash left or right. Just keep mashing one direction until you've read them all. Achievement unlocks, no problem. Next one, is this the one? Can't remember, I don't think it is. Now this was also complete the full tutorial. Now you go to the tutorial, again it's read only, but you have to read about 6 different sections, but it's literally, you know, scroll down one, read them all, but every time you back out, it puts you back down to the first one, so then you've got to scroll down 3 times, and then 4 times, and 5 times, until you've read them all and just scrolled through them. So it is another easy tutorial one, you've just got to scroll through more pages than just the one on this one. Now, this one, even though I read what to do, it's basically, you know, it's stamina maintenance and pressing A lot. So I just went into the game and I thought, we'll try the first level, and the first level is long, but then I read on TA that the 4th level is the shortest, so we're in stage 4 in solo mode or co-op. I read the guide, even reading the guide I was seconds out of getting it done, and eventually I got it done. I did not enjoy this one bit, and I wish I could erase it from my memory. But what could have been half an hour, if I'd gone for this straight away and got it right, that magic time period we keep mentioning, I spent about 3 hours of this one night trying to get it done. I was so pleased that I did get it done. I will not be returning to any of these Tour de France games anytime soon, and I still need one, which means I still need to play one and get one more achievement out of it. Hopefully that has a tutorial level on it where I just have to read, or almost read. Right, Lips, there's actually a few Lips games in this because I've got all of the discs. I've got Lips, I've got I Love the 80s, Number 1 Hits, Party Classics, I've got all of them. So I wanted to unlock at least one achievement from every disc. So that's what I did. So the first one was entered Get Music for the first time, which is a really easy thing to do. It's just opening up an option in the menu, and so is that. My Lips for the first time. Sang one song in full or short. You can, you don't have to be good at it. You can score rubbish points and still get the achievement. Earned a party medal in the song Celebration, so there we go, that was from the 80s disc. Got 50 combos, got called 10 times in a row. This is stuff that just happened. Hit all the time noisemakers in one song, just happened. Triggered all time gestures in one song. Sang 10 different songs. Scored points in 10 or more Lips Party Classic songs, so that's what I used from that disc. And do you know what, we thought, why not go for 20? But all of it's not difficult, and I think if anything, one of them was from one of the discs, and I used TA and an achievement from that with the lowest TA ratio, which means the easiest achievement. But this is a game I could certainly get a lot more out of, so I'll probably be returning to that one as soon as I've got through every game. London 2012, what are we doing this? Create and play through a custom playlist. Alright, yeah, got the controllers out, create a custom playlist, and just finished it. As soon as you finish it with one control, I think it times out the others. So yeah, nice and easy, just by playing a bit of multiplayer and having multiple controllers. So nice and easy, that one. Lord of the Rings Conquest. Complete the training level. Another training level that needs to be done. Doesn't take that long at all. Shall we say half an hour again? Why not? Even shorter than that. Farming Simulator. It's a nice 60G for one achievement. So I had basically you pay back the entire bank loan. So I went to the cash machine in the game. Again, I used TA for this, otherwise I'd have been stuck on this game for ages without TA. And looked up the guy for the singular achievement. It was really, really helpful. So go to the cash point, take out a loan, pay back what you can straight away, and then start selling bits of your equipment and tractors and stuff to pay back the rest of the loan, and do that straight away. Just get that achievement done, and then play the game properly. Obviously you don't want to be in the situation of having sold a load of stuff and trying to start the game after you've done this achievement. But I was able to get achievement out of the game really quick thanks to that achievement and the good people that provide solutions on TA. What's this game? Why is it in Japanese? It's not a Japanese game. Wow, I can't tell you. Let's have to look at the shelves. Lord of the Rings Conquest. This will have been from the game Lost Odyssey, and I don't know what it is. But it was an achievement I got very early in the game because it's an RPG, and I don't like sticking with RPGs because I'm not a big fan of RPGs. And oh no, I do remember this one now. It's crafting your own ring or something, or special type of ring. And again, I looked on TA on what to do. And after you play through the first level, you walk up to this big stone shape, which is like as big as a wardrobe would be in real life in the game sort of thing. And you press a button on it, and it gives you the ability to then go into the menus and craft this ring. So that's what I did on this one. It's all coming back to me now. It's weird that that's in Japanese, and it's my PAL version that I've been playing. So that's interesting. That threw me a bit. Right, here we go now. It's been a bit of a problem lately, which a lot of people are suffering as well, where it wants you to download an update for any 360 game you put in, and it keeps booting you out to the home screen. I've since learnt that you just have to persist, and they will eventually work. But for a while I was like, I'm stuck here, what shall I do? And I thought, do you know what, I'll play some of my Xbox Live arcade games. And I played Time Pilot. I love Time Pilot, a very simple game. We play as a little ship in the middle, and you shoot the levels and you progress through time and that. So I would say the 10 out of 12 each achievements I've got are not hard, or not hard to do with a little bit of practice. So or some of them you just got to be aware what to do. So complete 1910, make it through to 1940, reach 1940 without losing a life. Complete 1940, make it through to 1970, get to 1970 basically. Rescue 10 parachutes in one game. They drop out of the sky, you can just pick those up. And again, make it through to 1982. Shoot all the planes down from a single formation 3 times in one game. The earlier levels are the easier levels to do that with. Shoot down 4 bomber planes in 1940. They're ones that fly across the middle, sort of in a straight line, sort of horizontal straight line. Not difficult to do, as long as you know that achievement's there. 20 home missiles in 1970. That was a little bit annoying, but make sure you don't finish the level until you pop that achievement. As you know, that was actually this one was even more of a pain in the arse to do than that one, because at least they chased you around and you could sort of swing around and shoot them. But this one, obviously those bombs, they sort of come out forwards and then down. And once I knew what level it was in and how and what I was aiming at, I was able to persist with that and get it done, and then complete to 1982. Complete 1982, make it through to 2001, which is the final level. The ones I still need to do is complete 2001 and reach 2001 without losing a life. I thought I did that, and I don't know why it didn't unlock. Maybe I didn't do it, but that one there is going to be the ball ache. But I do believe with a bit of practice I can do it. I got to I think it's essentially only 5 levels, and once I got to level 4 without losing a lot of the little helicopters is really a pain in the rear. Right, first completion on the 360. Again, I just thought, you know what, it's time to do one. So we played Shinobi and got the 200G out of it. 25 hostages, that's going to happen throughout the game. I don't know, why aren't you showing them the little pictures? Obviously you've seen the 200G, just taking its time to load. One that needed a little bit of boosting was the last one I got, which was, or not, actually it wasn't, these were the last 2 I got, but the last one I got through in my initial playthrough, score 300,000 points. Used TA to help me with this one. There's a point where enemies drop out of this helicopter that's right in front of you, and you stand far enough back, they just continually keep spawning. Unfortunately, you die if you run out of time in a level as well, so you literally just you start the game on easy with 5 lives and 5 continues, and what I did is I used 5 lives and 4 continues up in that one spot. Didn't get to 300,000 points, but by the time I got to the end of the game, there's still a good chunk of the game afterwards, I easily got to 300,000 points. But I think some people report that if you don't do that little trick, you can get to the end of the game without scoring 300,000 points. So that was a good spawning point to use, so very handy TA guide on this one. Definitely check it out if you're taking on the full 200G out of this game. So yep. So defeat the Black Turtle Helicopter Mission 2 with difficulty on hardest, and complete Mission 1 without losing a life. So I must have been a bit rusty when I started playing it. But obviously the other thing that I must admit to this is the game has save states, so you can preserve lives. You can do a little section well and quickly without dying. Create a save. Just create loads and loads of saves, and that will really help you get through the full 200G in this game, which I do have despite the symbols not loading, as you'll see there. Right, Lost Planets. Successfully complete the first mission. That took a little while. Yes, go on, half an hour or so. It did take about that, to be honest with you. So Lost Planet, complete the first mission. And Lost Planet 2, did I do the same thing? Yeah, pretty much. Complete episode 1, chapter 0A. And yeah, again, no more than half hour. Right, we started getting through the Maddens, and some of these weren't too bad. So yeah, completing a game will get you an achievement, but gain a first down in any offline game mode and score a touchdown, I'd just put it on the super easy and thought, why not play a game and try and get a couple of achievements along the way. The 1000G out of this one isn't too bad, so we will go through all of these and get the 1000G out of this once we've done the one out of every game thing. So Madden 07 entered the mini games mode, so just got to go into that mode and back out of it again. Nice easy 5G. We'll move on from that one. Thank you very much. Decided to do Ride with my good friend Big Game Out and knock out all of the online for this. I think I might have got some other achievements along the way. As you'll see, complete 20 online races. Or I might have played this a little bit before we did the online for it. So End of the World Tour game mode, pretty much free and easy achievement for starting the game. Buy a certain type of... Oh, no, I ain't got those. Try actually going up a bit. Enroll one of your friends in the team. That is technically an online achievement, but as long as you've got friends who have played this game, that's not a difficult thing to do. New component for your bike. Enter bikes. Again, a lot of stuff on this is super easy. Enter the bike settings menu. Enter the free camera menu from the pause. Use a rewind in a game mode. And then basically, if you play through one race in career mode, you'll be in 300th position. So play one race, get a few other achievements along the way, and then you'll be 300th in the ranking. Change your rider's gear. Again, nice and easy. Change the title of your rider. All of this stuff you can do in menus without any real effort. Put a stoppie for 2 seconds, so you have to brake and push forwards. That one's easy. The one that's a little bit trickier is coming up in a second. Complete a valid lap in time trial game. Again, just do a lap in time trial. Pull a continuous wheelie for 8 seconds in any game mode. That one's a little bit trickier, but for some reason I found that if you go in a straight line and onto the grass, it's actually easier to maintain the wheelie by going onto the grass. So I was able to get that done after only a few tries. I wouldn't do it while you're trying to race in an online game mode, because you do need to finish. You both need to finish the race for the race to count for each of you, as we learned. I did complete a race in the split screen game mode before I tackled the online with Al, and then we did one online race, an online championship which you can create yourself, up to 18 races. I would just do a short one for 3 races and then keep looping the 3 races. Managed to find a track in which we could get a bike. We could loan a bike fast enough and had a long enough straight to reach that speed. Fortunately, we did try lots of tracks before we found it. Unfortunately, I can't remember what track I did. I'd love to help you there, but it's one of those that will come through natural story game mode as you progress through the levels and buy better bikes anyway. But we did have 20 online races as well, so we've done the online for this, got the online done for a Ride. Right, more Madden games. 08. I think I played one proper game on this, but what I did is I picked the best team against a really bad team, and this is where I learnt that games have sliders. So you can turn all your sliders up to really help you, and you can turn the AI ones down to really not help them. So in one game I did a 60-yard pass, a 60-yard run, 2 interceptions with 1 player, 5 total passes in one game, 4 touchdown passes in one game, 84 points or more in one game, maximum 5-minute quarters. I set it to 3 and only just squeezed that. Again, I was playing on a proper rookie mode without really knowing what to do in American football. I'm not very au fait with American football and its rules, so the fact that I was able to get that done proves that if you just put it on a really easy setting and put the sliders to your advantage and disadvantage in the case of the computer, it's not hard to get done. 200 passing yards in a game, 3 interceptions in one game. I think these 2 unlocked after the game had finished. Some of them unlocked during. If you do stuff and you think you've met the requirements and it hasn't unlocked, it might be because the game has to finish. Right, 09 above that. Complete a game with again. I did pretty much the same setup in the last one. Celebrate. Oh, this was quite funny. Right, dunk the ball over the goalpost. If you run under the goalpost, I think it gives you a button prompt, which is Y. and you'll do that. If you stand a bit further back, it's in that was in a yellow square right under the post, which you do that, and this one was in a blue square in the end zone, but a bit further in front of the goalpost, and you press X. So yeah, I did my rookie and sliders thing and did those 2 celebrations, and then we completed a game without an interception as well. So basically every time I had the ball, all I did was run. I made sure I didn't do any passes. This was the achievement I set out to do, and I couldn't score a touchdown for ages. But as the game went on, and the opponent got tired, I was able to score a couple of touchdowns and do these achievements here. So 10, got 2 achievements out of this one. Create a player superstar at the oldest age possible. So yep, create a superstar, but probably scroll it back to as low as the years will let you. I think it's something like 1954 or something. And create a team from Springfield. This is a little bit of a secret achievement with a nod to The Simpsons. So yep, you can set your team from a town. You have to type in Springfield. I did look at this one up on TA and I thought this is the one I'm going to go for. I happened to see that one at the same time, so I thought, well, that's easy as well. We'll knock that out as well. But yeah, some people claim this is buggy. It worked for me first time. I think you might have to literally write it as you see on the screen there, so make sure you capitalise the S and lowercase the rest of the letters and you'll be alright. That's my theory. It didn't affect me, any potential bugs that this achievement might have. Right, on to 11. What do we do in this one? Create a custom game plan. Yep, read TA on what to do here. Start a game and then go where it's the custom game plan is. It's super simple to do. Just go on TA and read up on that one. Man 12, 2 in this one. Score 20 odd points. Score 20 points in a game and celebrate 20 years of EA Sports. So 20 points in a game. Done my old lowest level trick and sliders trick and did that. That was the one I set out to do when I saw it, but I thought, create an NFL superstar. You have to go into a certain mode, superstar mode, I think. Create a superstar, easy 5G achievement. But when I saw that was there, I thought, you know what? Since we've learned a little bit about NFL and know the sliders trick, and we'll get that done as well. I think I did that in another game coming up very soon, but I had to get 25 points. Right, so in 13, what did we do? As a quarterback, win the game with 4 or fewer completed passes. This was an accident. I literally looked at the achievement list and I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do here. Then nothing looks to be super easy. And this server's offline, so I couldn't even download a game face, which should have been super easy. So there wasn't a lot of non-server stuff that I could go for that was super easy. So I thought, I'll play a game. And I went for another achievement and obviously didn't get that, but this one unlocked. So I'm not... not going to claim to be awesome anything if I'm not. That was pure luck. I didn't know what I was doing. So there we go. We won a game with 4 or fewer completed passes. Very fortunate there. This was the one where I wanted to score 20. Yep, this time I had scored 25 points instead of 20. Did the sliders trick, put it on the lowest setting possible, be the best team against the worst team, did that, and stiff arm a defender during a single run, so while you're running, just hold out A and he puts his arm out. That was the one achievement I was definitely going to go for and get, and I thought, well, do you know what, we'll do our tricks, and we'll get that as well, because I'll know I'll score 25 points with the sliders and an easy trick. 15 above that one. What do we do in this? Pick a play by concept from the play call screen. That's a nice easy one once you get the chance to do that in a game where you in all those menus. Yep, knock that out during the game. First chance you get, no problem on that. And 16 now, the last matter one. Change the gameplay camera to use the all 22 cam. Something you can do in the menus from the very, very start. I use TA just so that I can navigate my way to it a lot quicker than having to work out where it was. So yeah, change the camera to that. Job done. That one's nice and easy. Right, we're away from Madden, but we're into Mafia 2 now. Complete Chapter 1. We did that. There we go. Complete Chapter 1 for a nice 20G achievement. Do I remember this game well enough to say I enjoyed it? I'm pretty sure I did. I didn't mind this one from what I can remember. Struggling a little bit. But yeah, no, I didn't hate this one. I remember, I think I was enjoying it enough to not be upset about having to complete a whole chapter. So yeah, that probably took around about half an hour, because they all do, don't they? Right, above that is, I spent a bit of time in this one, Superhero Squad. This is the Marvel game. They look a bit cartoony, 3D platforming sort of, with very basic puzzles to do. It holds your hand a lot during it. So I think I complete the first 2 levels and also performed heroic attack. These little yellow dots appear under whatever character you're selecting. You can sort of jump between the 2 characters as you progress through the levels. Like each of them have different abilities to help you do the simple puzzles. So I performed a heroic attack, which I think is just pulling a trigger or a bumper button once you get these little dots below your bar at the top. Right, revive the teammate. If your teammate gets knocked out, it tells you what to do. Go over and press B or X or whatever button it is. Reflecting an enemy's attack back at them. I read what to do on TA, which button to press. It's not difficult to do at all. Collecting the power stone is actually finishing the first level, and then that you do with Thorn. There's a moment in it which pretty much happens, but yeah, not difficult to do. Broke through the defences of a defending enemy. That happened by accident. Didn't even realise what I was doing. I think I used a strong punch where you press and hold it for a while one of them was blocking, and it unlocked that. And that's basically completing the second level. So spent about an hour with this game and got that Gamerscore out of it. I get the feeling that I can go back to this and get the 1000G out of this one without too much difficulty. You might have to put a bit of time into it, but then you do with 360 games. Marvel Ultimate Alliance ended up spending a couple of hours with this one. It basically feels like a bit like Diablo, but with Marvel characters. So we defeated 10 enemies, which was the one that we were going for. That happened really early on. Threw 5 enemies off a ledge. As soon as I got the chance to do that, I did it. It was in the first little bossy battle bit. A lot of little enemies come out of the side at the same time, and there was a nice spot to throw them off there. I think you have to press and hold RB and then release and sort of aim them. Not difficult to do. Yeah, Fin Fang Foom was that first boss. So yeah, we played through for quite a bit. It took, a good somewhere between an hour and 2 hours to get to that far and defeat that boss. But if you just want to do one achievement and move on, it won't take you long to do that at all. Mass Effect 2, couple of achievements out of this one. Return to active duty, save your crew from an overwhelming attack. This is all early stuff, which I think one of them is unavoidable, one of them you're very likely to get. So the very first bit, returning to active duty, is very linear. You can't really miss it. So we did that. Mass Effect 3, we got 2 out of that as well. Start character. Oh, do you know what? I made a mistake here. I started it up in the arcadey mode and had to finish the first level, return to active duty, to get that achievement. But you can get this straight away if you actually pick the story version rather than the arcade version. With the arcade version, it just says jump straight into the action. But if you pick the story mode, you actually can customise your character at the beginning. Just change one thing, or don't change anything, but save it after going to the custom character, and you'll unlock that super easy 5G. But yeah, I ended up playing through the first level. Again, the first level, and it's very linear as well. So didn't mind going for 2 achievements out of this and getting 10G rather than just 5. Max Payne 3, I ended up playing this for quite a while to get to the first achievement. First achievement was for basically finishing part 1 of the story, which is like 4 or 5 chapters. And the other achievement that I got here, kill 30 enemies in 2 minutes, happens in the last chapter I had to play halfway through it. So I was just like, well, I'm here now. But yeah, there's this section where you're driving along on the boat. It's asking you to shoot other boats that are alongside you and buildings at the side, and that just happened. So that was just kind of one of those bonus ones that I wasn't aiming for that happened along the way. But I set out to just complete part 1 of the story, which I spent nearly a good couple of hours playing. Didn't mind. I was actually really enjoying the game, and I've got, you know, well on my way to a few other collectible achievements as well. Cumulative achievements as well. I think it's the headshot one. So I think you have to get 300 headshots for an achievement, and I'm over 100 because I saw it pop up as I was playing. Right, Medal of Honor, we've got 5 achievements out of this one. So I completed first in, which would have been the first level, which was quite short. Got 7 headshots in a row. It was the very first thing I did. I was aware of this achievement and specifically went for that. Took my time and everything. Killed 20 enemies with a knife and 30 enemies with the pistol. So I was aware of those as well, and that's what I went for as well on my way to finishing that first level. Right at the very end of the level, killed the hostage taker with a headshot. Didn't even know this was an achievement I didn't pick up on. I didn't know it was a thing. But in the final room, there's a hostage, like in the little picture there, with the guns to their head, and I was just like, right, I've got to take him out in this slow-mo section. Aim for the head. It was an achievement, and it also finished the level. So got a few out of Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor Airborne. Completed the jump training and got pushed out of the plane. So don't jump out of the plane and someone will push you out right at the beginning. You do have to do 3 landings. So you've got plenty of chance to get that should you accidentally jump out to start with. But touchdown with grease landing and touchdown with a flared landing. Again, I was looking what achievements had low ratios and were easy to do quickly, and I saw there was complete jump training. But these are one you have to land by just holding A sort of late at the right time, and one you have to hold up an A as you land, and you'll do these two types of landing. So another couple of easy ones there along the way while just going for this one. But I could literally have just stopped this one and just moved on, but I thought I could spend no more than 10-15 minutes and get 3 hours along the way, and a little bit more as we continue on. Medal of Honor Warfighter, what did we do here? Completed the unintended consequences, which is the first level. Again, doesn't take very long. That's 15-20 minutes, I would say. Oh, right, this is what we do. Request ammo from an ally in campaign. I literally just, after I did a little bit where I couldn't get my gun out and use it to shoot, I got to the first chance I could to shoot. I stayed in cover with my ally, which is AI controlled. Literally fire a couple of bullets and then reload so that you can then accept some bullets from an ally in a campaign by just pressing X next to them. So I did it once and then literally sat there shooting 2 or 3 bullets out of the machine gun and kept doing it until I'd done it 25 times. I thought, why not, we'll do that. But, you know, we were about 5 minutes in to about 15-20 minute level, and I thought, you know what, I'll finish that and we'll get that achievement as well. So we got 3 out of that, but could have literally just done one achievement and moved on extremely quickly. Ended up spending about an hour with Metal Gear Rising. So yeah, completed that first level, which took a while. In story mode, successfully parried 10 attacks in a row in 1 minute or less. It teaches you how to parry, and during that end boss sequence at the end, it just happened because that he really just tried to hit you a lot in a short space of time. So I was able to get that done. Again, that's one of those happy, lucky achievements that I got along the way. But you'll spend a little bit of time just playing through a level and getting that achievement out of the game, which is the one I targeted. There might have been a quick one, I don't know, but I saw that and I went for it. And I tell you what, hack and slash game actually doesn't feel like I played it. It was a lot of fun, so this might be one I'm keen to go back to and actually play through. Metro 2033, wasn't enjoying this, so I got my first kill, first blood achievement, got with 5G, moved on. That game's done for now. Men in Black Alien Crisis, I've heard not good things about this, but I was weirdly enjoying what little I played of it, because instead of just playing one level, I ended up playing 2, and you get an achievement on this for just starting the game. So as soon as you start story mode, that could have been my one achievement, move on, but I thought, you know what, no, I'll play this for a bit. So I basically played through the first 2 levels. One, it's an on-rail shooter. It's almost like a light gun game, but it's not. You've got to be in third person cover and control the crosshair as you come out of cover. But you can't sort of run around, but you can switch between certain points of cover as well. It's a bit of a strange game. But yeah, I weirdly was enjoying it. And then I did the second level, which was in the flying car. And while I was doing that flying car level, and I finished that second level, I defeated 40 bikers along the way. I didn't spend that long with this game. I was probably around about the 40-minute mark with this 45-minute mark with this game. Did a couple of levels and just got 4 achievements out of it for 80G. It's meant to be not too bad of 1000G, so this is one that I'm sort of going to target and go back to and get done. Shadow of Mordor, make Uruk yours. That's something that happens around about 20 minutes, half hour into the game that I do believe is kind of storyline unmissable. You know, once you get to the point of where this little dude in the thumbnail is, it'll tell you have to do this, press X now, take him over, he'll be yours. Nice and easy, that one. I did fear that this one might be one I have to put a lot of time in to get one achievement, but that one you can get quickly, and then everything else seems to take a bit of time. So thank you to that one achievement. And that is the last achievement that I need to talk about. That was 85 games. Last one was like 120 something. So we are cracking through the one in each game. I have 7 shelves next to me. I have at the end of the 4th one with about 2 games of that shelf to go, and then we'll move on to shelf 5 of 7. But there's still a lot of games to go through. There's also a row on the floor I need to go through as well. Like I said at the beginning, I'll do well to finish the non-Connect stuff by the end of next month. So hopefully the middle of the month after, middle of whatever, where are we, middle of May, I can get certainly the non-Connect stuff done and then smash my way through the Connect stuff, hopefully. And then we'll dig into games and completions and probably talk about less games but more Gamerscore. I'm not including my Japanese and American stuff in my I must get one achievement out of, but I'm very keen to play my Japanese shooters after I've done everything POW. But that's a little bit into the line. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the 2023 60 challenge, the Retrokit 2023 60 challenge, obviously dedicated in the memory to my good friend John, who sadly passed away this year. Hope I'm doing you proud, buddy. I will get that 1000 G out of Xbox 360 games for you, or give it a bloody good go that you'll be proud of me for, mate. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, any questions about any games, I always say put it in the comment section below. I do reply to every comment. This just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Oh, by the way, hit a like if you enjoyed my waffle for nearly an hour. YouTube likes when you do that, and so do I really appreciate it. Subscribe for more if you're not subscribed already. I will love you for it if you do. I love all my current subscribers already. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, or just listening, which I know some of you do. Thank you very much, and as always, please do take care.